Kansas City getting a big new arrival, and sorry, Royal fans, it's not a new slugger. Her 40 time isn't exactly great, but she is a cutie pie.
We are live at Sea Life Aquarium getting an up-close look at its newest addition. Coming up, the story of its amazing journey here.
Hey, we've got great news. Happy Valentine's Day. Gertie's arrived.
She's here. We sent Erica Talent out to Sea Life KC for an introduction to our newest addition to the KC family. Erica.
Good morning. Sea Life Aquarium boasts over 5,000 sea creatures. Well, this week it got one more, and that is the sea turtle Gertrude. She arrived Monday afternoon around 2 o'clock is when her Southwest flight from Florida came in. KCTV 5 was at KCI to welcome Gertrude here to her new city. And I am joined now with Aaron Sproul to learn more about what goes in to shipping a creature like Gertrude here. I hear she had her own plane ticket.
She did have her own plane ticket. Gertrude is an endangered species, so anytime you're moving an endangered species, there has to be somebody with her at all times. So basically, we brought her on a Southwest flight, booked our tickets, flew down the day before, looked at her, got all her medical records, find out if there's any concerns with her, anything like that. Spoke with the vet who was treating her while she was down there, and then got up early Monday morning, packed her up, and headed out on our flight.
Gertrude's a big turtle. She needed 2 seats. How did you get her here? Show us this box and tell us a little bit about it quick.
Gertrude is a big turtle. She was much larger than we anticipated. Basically, we developed this box. It's what they use to transport turtles all over the country. It's just your normal run-of-the-mill retail crate, like you put retail merchandise in. But basically, what I did is I had my wife sew some nice cushions, and we sewed a bunch of different cushions because we weren't really sure of her size. And luckily, when we got down there, she was much larger than we anticipated.
And you had to keep her moist with spraying some salt water on her also.
Correct. We did have to keep her moist. So throughout the journey, basically, we would open up the crate and spray her down about every 20 minutes, keep her nice and moist. If not, her scoots, which are kind of basically the back of our shells, would dry out and start peeling back.
All right, thanks so much, Aaron. And you guys, you can see Gertrude for yourself starting tomorrow at 10 o'clock. She will be open for the public. Dave and Alexis, hear more about Gertrude and her what makes her so unique, coming up. Back to you guys.
Okay, Erica, thanks a lot. And welcome to Kansas City, Gertrude. Everybody, welcome back. 5:15 now. We have a new resident here in Kansas City, and I got to say, she's a hottie.
We're talking about Gertrude. You can meet her yourself at the Sea Life Aquarium at Crown Center. We think she's single. Not sure. She's got one flipper,
She's definitely looking.
This morning, KCTV 5's Erica Talent is there live to show us Gertrude. Erica?
Good morning, guys. Sea Life Aquarium here in Kansas City boasts about 5,000 sea creatures. It got a new one this week, and we're talking about Gertrude. I'm calling her Trudy the Turtle, though, just for short. And she arrived on Monday afternoon on the Southwest flight from Florida. Her plane touched down around 2 o'clock, and KCTV 5 was at KCI to welcome Gertrude to her brand new city. I'm here to talk more about Gertrude with Aaron Sproul, and you actually got Gertrude from Clearwater Marine Aquarium in Florida. Tell us about her rescue and her recovery effort.
Well, she was rescued by Clearwater Marine Aquarium. They are a nonprofit rehabilitation center. They rehabilitate otters, dolphins, pelicans, and of course sea turtles. So they have a lot of sea turtles down there. So that's one way if people are interested in getting involved. You can always contact them and see how you could help.
And you'll notice she only has one flipper. Tell us her story.
Basically, she had what's called monofilament, which is fishing line wrapped around her at a very young age. So as they grow, it's kind of like if you'd put a rubber band around your arm when you're a child. As you grow and get larger, that rubber band is going to constrict and basically cut off circulation to your arm. She had it around both flippers and around her head, and basically it started to encroach into her skin all the way down to the bone. Now, unfortunately, that caused her to lose her right flipper, basically, because it cut off all the circulation, kind of became necrotic, and so it had to be amputated. Her left flipper, it went into her elbow in the bone reacher and kind of fused that flipper, so basically she kind of lost the mobility of that. So it's kind of like, losing one of your arms and then only being able to keep your other arm straight.
And that's why you can't release her back into the wild, because she doesn't have the speed necessary to escape predators.
Correct, yep. If she were out in the wild and a shark or something was trying to predate on her, she wouldn't be able to get away from it. She lacks that power speed. power stroke.
All right, thanks so much, Aaron. And I want to tell you guys, all you guys at home, you can see Gertrude up close and in person. She'll be released into the tank here at the aquarium at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Dave and Alexis, coming up in the next hour, will have more about why sea turtles are endangered. Back to you.
I can't wait to see Gertie.
Yeah, she's a little cutie.
Yeah, and I feel like we're close now. We've met her so many times. We can call her Gertie.
We bonded.
Yeah.
There's a connection.
That's right. Happy Valentine's Day. And now to Missouri's first endangered sea turtle, and she's ready to make her debut.
Yeah, we're talking about Gertrude. You can meet her yourself at the Sea Life Aquarium at Crown Center. And this morning, KCTV5's Erica Talon is there to introduce her. It's a special day for two reasons. We get to meet Gertrude, and it's Erica's birthday. Happy birthday, Erica.
Oh, well, thank you. And this is such a good birthday gift, getting to meet Trudy before anybody else gets to meet her. I'm joined now with Aaron Sproul, who's going to tell us why green turtles like Gertrude are endangered.
Well, actually, most every species of marine turtle are endangered. The only one that's considered not endangered is loggerheads, and they're threatened. The main reason they are endangered is because of habitat encroachment. They nest on the beaches basically once every 2 years, and it takes a long time for them to reach maturity. A turtle, it's about 25 years before a turtle will reach maturity. And then when they start nesting, they only nest about every 2 years. And what most people don't understand is only like 1 in 10,000 reach adulthood. So the numbers are very few and far between to actually reach adult and reproduce.
And Gertrude here, she's about 3 years old is what we're thinking?
Gertrude is probably about 3 or 4 years old. It's hard to say because she did come from the wild, and they grow according to basically how much they eat. So we're going to guess, based on her size, probably about 4 years old, somewhere around there.
Now, Gertrude got caught up in a net, and that's why she's without a flipper, right?
Right. That goes back to kind of the second part of conservation. Is her plight was marine pollution. She got caught up in monofilament, which is fishing line, which caused her to lose, her right flipper and lose the functionality of her left flipper.
All right, thank you so much for all that information, Aaron. And Trudy has been in quarantine since she arrived, but she will be released out into the main tank coming up tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. All of you guys at home, you can go check out Trudy for yourself. I'm calling her Trudy, but she's really Gertrude. Anyways, Dave and Alexis, I'm going to try and hand feed her coming up in the next hour. Back to you.
Love it.
So sea turtles are kind of like guys. They take about 25 years to mature. Is that about right?
Sea turtles are quicker.
Guys take longer than 25 years?
That's if you're on the right path. Yeah. I'm in my 50s and I'm still waiting. But,
your wife is like, anytime now.
Yeah, anytime.
You're not 15
she gave up on that a long time ago. But we are involved in the sea turtle restoration project in the Yucatan of Mexico. Acamal, small little town there, some natural nesting habitat, and people will go down there, and during the hatches they'll make sure that they make it into the ocean, things like that. And other parts of pollutions too is light pollution, and when the turtles want to go the other way and they walk out towards land, and that's a bad thing too. But anyway, enough of the sea turtles.
I've got my gloves on, I have some fish, and I'm going to attempt to feed a sea turtle. That's just ahead.
Okay, Natalie, thank you. Gertrude the Sea Turtle ready to greet you at the Sea Life Aquarium.
She's going to make her big debut tomorrow, but we're getting a look at her in her new home this morning. Erica Talon is live at the Crown Center to show us. And Erica, today's also your birthday. Happy birthday. And you're doing something special to celebrate this morning with Gertrude.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, I get a first look at Gertrude, and that is a dream birthday present, to get a first look at any kind of sea creature before anybody else does. And Gertrude actually arrived here in Kansas City on Monday afternoon on a Southwest flight from Florida. KCTV5 was at the airport to welcome Gertrude to Kansas City. I'm here with Aaron Sproul right now, and we are talking about what Gertrude eats, and I'm going to try and feed her in a minute. But what types of foods are you feeding her here?
Well, Gertrude eats a various array of foods. So when they're younger, they tend to eat more fish, and as they get older, they tend to eat more vegetables. So what we're doing, she's about a middle age now, so we're trying to give her a little bit of fish and a little bit of vegetables.
And so what's the trick here? We have to get the fish right in front of her face because that's the only sensor that works in the water?
Right, yep. Turtles can only see their food. They can't smell it or taste it until they actually have it in their mouth. So what we do is we'll put it right in front of her face. She'll see it, and hopefully she'll grab it.
Okay, so we are putting some fish on some piping right now. Let's Let's see if she'll take it from us.
That's capable.
And she's supposed to get pretty big, right? So how much food do you have to feed her?
Right now, it's based on her body weight. So we're feeding about 1% of her body weight every day. So right now, it's about 200 grams. As she gets older, she'll get much larger. She'll get to be about 400 pounds. She'll eat a lot more, obviously.
I don't think she's very impressed by this. She must not be a breakfast type of gal. Well, guys, for all of you at home, you can check out Gertrude starting tomorrow morning at 10 p.m. That's when she's going to be released out into the tanks here at Sea Life Aquarium. Dave and Alexis, back to you.
Gertrude wasn't giving you an inch. She's like, I'm not moving on
It's
command.
Valentine's Day.
I'm not moving on command.
She wants chocolates. She doesn't want some
She needs
sardine.
romance.
Yeah.
You know?
Or maybe some birthday cake. Today is Erica's birthday.
Yeah.
So
We'll be on Gertie watch.
yeah, we'll be on Gertie watch.
We'll tell you what happens. Okay, so tomorrow Gertrude the Sea Turtle makes her debut at the Sea Life Aquarium in Crown Center.
But you don't have to wait. We're going to give you a sneak peek today at Gertrude in her new home. Erica Talon is live at the aquarium to show us what she's up to. She's just kind of swimming around, hanging out, getting to know everybody, Erica.
I think it's a little early for her, but she did wake up early just for us, just so that we could get a close-up look at her. We tried feeding her earlier, but that was kind of a failure. Erin Sproul is here telling us about her very unique story. She only has one flipper.
She only has one flipper, yes. She lost the other one. She got tangled up in monofilament, which is fishing line, and basically it's marine pollution. She got tangled up in it and caused her to lose the right flipper. So she only has her left flipper now, and that's why she's with us.
Okay, and where did we get her from?
We got her from Clearwater Marine Aquarium. They're a rehabilitation facility down in Florida. They get all kinds of different animals, dolphins, sea turtles, pelicans, sea otters, so they do a lot of help.
And we were talking about one reason why these turtles are endangered is because of those fishing nets.
They are endangered. The key reason they're endangered is environment encroachment. The beaches, a lot of people are building houses along the beaches, things like that. But it's also marine pollution as well. So those plastic bags that you get at Walmart or at the grocery store when you go buy your groceries, if you dispose of those in the landfill, there's always the possibility that they could get into the river, make their way down to the ocean, and then sea turtles like this end up eating them, ingesting them, or getting caught in them.
And rescuers do what they can to release them back in the wild. Why can't she be released?
Yeah, we try to release as many turtles as we can because they are endangered species. So if they can be released to the wild, we'll let her go. But because of her, she's missing her right flipper, and her left one had damage from the monofilament, so it basically got fused, so to speak, at like our elbow. So she can't bend her arm. So she doesn't have the ability to swim fast.
All right. Interesting story there. And, the kiddos can see Gertrude starting tomorrow morning. They'll get one of these crowns to take home with them, celebrating Gertrude. Also, date night. There's a Valentine's Day special starting tonight and goes on through Saturday. 2 adults get into the Sea Life Aquarium for only $25, and then you'll also get a discount at one of the Crown Center restaurants. So very good deals for you and your sweetheart if you don't have any plans yet, Dave and Alexis.
That's cute. It's a great idea.
The must-have fashion accessory of the season right there. The Gertie hat. The Gertie crown.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
We should get you one. I think it'd look good.
It would look fabulous.
All right, well,
My
we'll
pink
make
shirt
it
and tie.
happen. That's Dave's bucket list.
There you go.
Gary, how's the
Aim low.
Valentine's Day
Well, it's going to
forecast?
replace that old Burger King crown that you've had for years and
I
years.
still wear
that
that
you
thing
wear
around.
Getting
I know.
old.
Oh, yeah.
My wife hates it.